left my job. 1, 2, 1, 2. So guys, I left my job. And the reason for it is not what you may expect. So, some of you might know I used to be working for one of the largest Irish car rental companies. Now, to give you a little bit of a backstory on the whole situation, I used to work for a year and a half as a car rental agent, and after that, I moved to my position in accounts management executive. So basically, I was working with our car insurance companies and organizing replacement cars if you had an accident. So you would get a replacement car to your insurance company, but in fact, you actually got it from the car rental industry. So the reason I left is because, to keep it short, I don't want to push too much details on this. I don't want to, pool talk as well about the company itself, because the company ain't that bad. But in this position, when I moved the actual jobs, things were not great. Before I even started there, from what I was told by my colleague later on, is that we nearly lost the account twice in 2017, and that's before I started working there. So you can imagine that things were pretty rough in there. So things were pretty rough, and me working on the front line, the amount of workload that we had was enormous. A single person that had to deal with such amount of work that she would stay overtime every day for about an hour at least. I used to stay about an hour overtime, which of course wasn't paid. And how is that fair? They say that you have to make sure that all the tasks are being done, that's the way they pay, that's why they don't pay the overtime. But there's no way for you to perform all the tasks if they give you too much work. The amount of work that we had there should be split at least across 3-4 people at least, and it was just usually mostly me doing that part of the job. And now the funny thing, the biggest reason why I actually left is because when you actually go to the management and you tell them that, listen guys, things aren't working out here, there's something that you have to do about this. You suggest improvements. You keep telling them that it's not good enough, there is an issue going on here. They usually just didn't care. They basically just didn't care. Not usually, they never really cared. And I said, no, it's okay, don't worry about it. I just asked them an idea, no, it's okay, just stick to what's being done right now. It's that they just don't care about that whole account. So me taking into account the idea that we nearly lost the account twice already, and now they don't even care about the improvements that need to be taken in order to actually secure this account for the future. I just thought that it's too risky for me to even stay in there. What if they're just what if I'm just going to lose my job randomly because the company will lose the account? I'm going to be the one left with no work, So I left because, I find the value in developing myself as a person at work. I don't really care about that pay as much as I do about the actual value, the things that will actually benefit me in the future. So I said, that's it. And I gave them extra days notice. I gave them 2 weeks notice instead of 2. And I left. So what's happening to me right now? What's happening to me right now is the fact that I have no job and I'm not looking for a job. Strongly neither. What I do right now, I am trying to learn a little bit about Forex trading. So basically, trading on the stock market online. So you don't actually have to go to physical stock market like let's say the Wall Street, you just do it online, and you can sell and buy stocks pretty much 24 hours. You don't have to wait for the market to be open in most cases because of the amount. There's so many people dealing on that there's always someone willing to buy the stocks off you. And I'm investing in this, and the progress so far I made is that I invested with virtual currency. So there's this thing called demo account. So you basically deal on the actual market the way you would real life, but with virtual money, so you don't have to risk your own money. It's the perfect way to learn. The program I'm using is called eToro, sorry, I think that's how you pronounce it, I hope. And it's fairly good for beginners, like it gives you very graphical, loads of visuals there that make it just look simple enough for what this. So perfect for me, And I invested $500 in NVIDIA. So NVIDIA is basically a company that produces GPUs, graphic cards for the computers. And because of the increased demand on the graphic cards by the crypto miners, so the way there's Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, these guys make money by processing the payments that happen within Bitcoin. In order to do it, you need to have a very powerful computer because of decoding, and they buy all of the NVIDIA stocks, NVIDIA graphics cards. So because of this, the stocks of NVIDIA went up quite a lot, and I invested $500 in NVIDIA, and in space of day and a half, really, it was like 30, let's say 2 hours, I made $160 profit. So that's actually a very good return. And now imagine you invest $5,000. That's $1,600 profit, There is a huge potential in this sort of investing. So that's one thing for me to create my own revenue. Now, next step, what I'm doing right now is that I am trying to open the business. So you guys might know already, I have tried to open a business when it comes to importing doors and windows from Poland, but I didn't go ahead with this because of the fact that in Poland you open windows inside, and in Ireland and UK and I think some other countries, you open them outside. If I was going to import windows that open inside, they would be literally about 350% cheaper than they are right here, which gives me a huge margin to make profit. Now, the issue with this is that if I was going to produce windows opening outside the way they are here, now the profit margin is really small, and it's small to the point that there is just no point actually even import them here. There's no point to make the business of it. So I didn't go ahead with this. Like, I had the whole business plan ready. I had all the manufacturers from Poland, contacts for them, everything was in place. Like I said, I pulled back before it was too late and didn't actually lose any money on this. So what I'm doing right now is that I'm trying to invest some money into another business idea, which involves coffee shops. I wouldn't actually open coffee shop myself. I wouldn't be selling coffee. I'd be giving products to coffee shops for them to distribute them for me. They would get those products from me, off me for free. I can't give you details now because there's the whole idea behind is really brief at the moment. But I'll see how it goes. I tell you, at the moment, it's so the reception I'm receiving ain't so good. But if that doesn't work out, I wrote a list of myself, or at least probably 15 different ideas that I could try along the way. So eventually, I hopefully reach that gold mine that I'm looking for. In my opinion, you see, the things that when you tell people that you would like to open the business, most of them will tell you that you do it because you want to be rich, that you're a materialist, that you care more about money than you would care about, let's say, family or feelings. That's not true. I think the key in life is that the happiness and love are the two most important factors in life. The reason I want to open the business is not to have money to be filthy rich, but to have money to make my dreams come true. Basically, I hate working for somebody. Okay, maybe not hate, but I know it's the least efficient way of receiving money for your service. I know that I am capable of so many things, right? I know I can do this and that. And if I'm using these skills in somebody else's business, I only get very small fraction of the actual earnings, which of course does make sense because the employer, the business owner himself, he needs to make sure that he's gonna cut the budget to the very minimum, right? That's the basics of most businesses, making sure that you don't spend more than you should. But for me, if I ever want to succeed and I want to have funds to make my dreams come true, like be independent from the outside, from the companies. I don't want to be dependent on someone giving me money as an employer. I want to make sure that I have my own business, that I get money for the service or products I provide to the customers. And I know that the more I sell, the more money I make. If you work for someone, unless it's a commission paid job, the more you sell doesn't increase the money that you earn in the company. Even if I have the best customer service in the world, if the company doesn't pay the bonus, that's not going to be any good to me, because I'm still going to be paid the same as I used to be all the time. That's why working for yourself is the most efficient way of earning revenue from any source, any way that you can. And on the top of that, you can do other things, like I said, Forex trading or real estate trading, or providing your services or knowledge to someone, like consultancy in marketing, and how to develop the market for your business. If you have those skills and you know what to do in order to create this, you can actually sell those skills to someone else and get another source of revenue. As far as I remember, I think I read about this somewhere, or maybe seen a video, I can't remember now exactly. On average, if you want to, let's say, make 100,000 euros, let's say, a year, you need to have at least 3 different sources of income. Because if you work as an employee for someone, there's only so many hours that you can work in a day. Even if you work 20 hours in a day and you only have 4 hours for yourself, there's only a certain amount that you can make per day, because you mostly paid per hour, right? Salary. If you divide salary by the hours that you work, you still get paid by hour. So if you want to actually have a significant amount of money in your life that you can spend on your dreams or a house or for your children, you need to find a way to make other sources of income other than working for someone else. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to find ways to make money other than working for someone. That's why I want to do Forex. That's why I want to open a business. That's why I'm considering all sorts of different ways. And of course, most of them will not work out. Most of them will fail. And I know that. Off the top of my head. And no matter how hard I try, most of those ideas will not happen. Or even if I make them happen, I'm either going to lose money on this or not make enough to be worth spending my time on this, But that's just the part of the whole process of learning. It's constant learning. You never stop learning in areas like this. Even if you fail, you know the mistakes that you did. You know what you have to improve in your next business idea in order to reach more customers, in order to reach higher sales targets. And that's what it's all about. Fail 100 times, but the 101st is going to be the one that's your golden chicken, golden dog that's laying golden eggs. That's the 101st idea is the idea that's going to bring you that money that you're looking for. And this is what it's all about. I want to have a business because I want a business to make my dreams come true. I want to go visit places. I want to go skydiving. I want to do this and that. We don't know if there's an afterlife, so I want to make the most of what I have in this life. Everything's for humans. That's what I believe. And of course, as long as you stick to ethics and you're not being, an asshole about everything. As long as you're not being an asshole, walking around cocky, look at me, I have loads of money, I'm going to show off to everyone about the Porsche I have, the Ferrari I have, then you're good. Then you can make money. And now this topic for the next video, but I tell you this, guys, if I was ever in a position that I have multi-million dollar or euro revenue, I have so much money, I don't know what to do with it, I would invest this money into, more likely, some sort of human aid or space exploration. I believe that us as a species should already be on Mars. As humans should already have a base on Mars. And I don't understand why we still don't. So this is something I would invest my money in. I would collaborate with Elon Musk and SpaceX and NASA and all of them guys. And I would make great things happen. Even though I don't know how to build a rocket myself, I'd have money to pay the scientists to build a rocket that will bring us to Mars. For example, this is just a really brief idea. But anyway, this video has been long enough, so I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at this, and I'll talk to you guys probably next week when I release the video from the road trip to Poland. So thank you for watching, and follow me for more if you're interested. Thanks, guys.